Hello, it's indeed me, Reza Gaming. Hope you're doing well, Redneck. Hope you're doing well, Neo. What are we going to do today? Well, the plan was to get Aluminum Volcano stuff set up, but if we actually go over to the game, let's just have a look at this quickly. So, our original idea, so we were going to set up a volcano tamer in here, and we were going to hook up thermo aquatuners in here for cooling the base, the new base, which is going to go up here. And we were going to hook up our industry in the sauna. But I think we did some discussion, and I think we realized, actually, there's not much point putting a metal refinery in a steam room, after all. Because the output materials always come out at 40 degrees C. And we're feeding us iron. The iron's already getting cooled down in the volcano, so it's cold when it comes out. Look, this iron here is 23 degrees. So there's no point heating it. If we put the 23 degrees iron back in here, it's going to get heated back up, and it's going to sap the heat out of the steam. So it's not actually helping the sauna. And then the steel comes out at 40 degrees. That then again gets heated up to steam temperatures, which saps even more heat out of the steam. And the net result is that you're not actually getting more power, even though this building is generating some heat. We can just build the metal refinery out of the coolant zone, or out of the steam zone, have the coolant pipe run into the steam zone, and get more efficiency going. And then the dupes can do their industry without actually having to get in the suits. I don't know exactly what we're going to do here yet. All I know is, this volcano is actually going to go dormant in 2 cycles. So, there isn't actually really much point in doing anything with it now, unfortunately. The uranium is hot. There's still a lot of debris in here. We're going to pump the gases out. We're going to make it a steam chamber. But it's probably not going to get very hot yet. So, yeah. That plan is going to get delayed a little bit. But what we are going to do is we're going to keep setting up the base over here. Because we know where everything is going to go here for now. Or we've got ideas. And we'll start laying out the base, and we'll also start digging out most of the map. I want to get the duplicates in here. That's what I want to do today. We'll start clearing out some more bits. Like, we don't need all these ladders here randomly. We'll start actually organizing this a little bit better. And, yeah, we're going to try and clear out more of the transformer spine. A lot of this we can already actually clear out fairly easily. So, let's just start doing it. Now, in terms of slime lung, yes, I know we don't really care that much about slime lung. We can... What we would need to do is we need to drain off a lot of this water first before we continue here. So what I'm actually going to do for now is... I'm going to release all this water down here. The slime is not in the way of this ladder. So we're going to keep digging through here. This bit is slimy, so we'll stop here for now. And we'll just keep putting more transformers in. And we're just gonna hang out today. To be honest, I'm going on holiday pretty soon. And I've actually got some building work going on tomorrow and Friday now. So I'm not entirely sure what my plan is going to be for the rest of the week. That naphtha storage near the Aluminum Volcano is causing me some anxiety. Oh, it's fine. Oh, it's fine. Look, we've only got 666 degree chlorine in here. We'll be fine. Nah, we're going to be alright. Again, this only has like 1 eruption left in it, and then we're done. For a while. For like 60 cycles. So we're just going to keep digging through here for now. We're just going to hang out. There is a good chance this will be the last ONI stream before I go on holiday. What I might do is I might fit in some Balatro tomorrow. But odds are I'm probably not going to stream on Friday, because I'm probably going to have to start getting ready. Like, actually packing, you know? Sorting out the fish. That sort of thing. I still don't really know what I'm going to do with the frogs while I'm on holiday. I don't care that much about slime lung, but what about the time we kill one of your dupes? Well, we do care. I'm just pretending to you guys I don't care. Because that seems to be the cool and epic thing to do. Right, who's idle? You're idle. Are you trapped? You are trapped. That's fine. You have granite up here. Just build a granite ladder. That's fine. Yeah, keep building all these insulated tiles. Wow, they already built all of this. That's pretty impressive. Now, we know that we're going to put a transit tube entrance over here. So let's remind ourselves of what that's going to look like. That's going to go here. And the way the transit tube works actually needs to curve off like this. So I think what we'll do is we'll have that there. We'll seal it outside the base. I could put a little statue here for some extra decor. Yeah, maybe we just do that. That's fine. We can make this like a little decor bit. And I'll probably put one over here as well. And we'll start thinking about what that's going to look like. Can I just do this? No? Okay. I'll move that there. We can start dumping some naphtha in these bits. That's fine. Almost caught up in yesterday. Sadly could not join the party. Fair enough, fair enough. Well, you're not going to miss too much. I think we're just gonna do a few little bits today. And we're gonna save, like, the bulk of the actual innovative stuff when we get back from holiday. I think. But what we can do is, if we remove these ladders, we can put a transit tube in here. I think eventually we'll make this a plastic ladder as well, but I'm going to hold off on that for now, because we have a finite amount of plastic. Right, let's put the ladder back in and we'll get rid of... Actually, you know what I think we'll do? This steam room doesn't need to be that big. If we're running the thermal aquatuners in here, we actually want it to be pretty small. I'm kind of thinking I do this. Okay, maybe not exactly like that. But I'm thinking I kind of have it just be 2 tiles. Is there anything else I actually want in here? I could have a layer of something for conductivity, but I don't think I am going to bother. Is all the steam going to build up in here if we do it like this? Maybe I lower it to this level and we have it be 3 high? Something along those lines. Yeah, sure, we'll do something like that. And then this transit tube's going to go in here, and then this is going to go in here. We'll have it go up as well into space later, so I'll do that here just to remind me. The transit tubes I'm going to hook to their own power bit here, so I think every transit tube is going to go on one transformer bit, I think. Does that make sense? So we're going to have it come out the bottom. What we're doing is we're always having the heavy watt wire be the shorter one. So I think what we'll do is we'll put the heavy watt conductive wire in here. We'll hook it up over here. That's going to come down here. Might as well build all of that now. And then the thing here can fit 2 per thing. They're under 500. They use 960 watts. So we can have 2 per block. Yeah, well said. I don't think that... Well, we'll see how much they actually run. I don't think we're going to need 1 per transformer. I think we can have multiple per transformer, and in practice it will be fine. There is actually a slight annoyance here in that we can't fit our bridge nice and neatly. Yeah, build that, please. Because we've got the door here. Do I just move the door? I think we just move the door. That's fine, we can totally do that. We'll plug the door into that as well, that's fine. Can you guys remind me of why they made the large power transformer 4 kilowatts? Like, what was the actual... Why did Clay do that? They must have had an actual reason, surely. I can't figure it out for the life of me. So that's going to plug in there, and I think what we'll do is I'm just going to plug this in here, and then we're going to run it back here. And then this one's going to come down here as well. I'm assuming they expect us to use it to connect the 2 types of heavy watt. Yeah, that's true. That may make sense. God, has anyone ever done that? Dead brain maths. Oh, it's alright. I'll forgive you. I'm not 100% sure what we're going to do here. I know that we're going to put the we're going to have the walk-in freezers, but they're going to be on this side. And they're probably not going to need to be huge. I also know that we're not going to have... it's going to be thermo aquatuner setup. I think I'm fairly confident that we're just going to seal it off here. So let's actually run the wire this way. There's no real reason I need to hide this, I just felt like it. Then we'll want to drywall the access shafts as well, obviously. But we can do that later. Let's see. So this volcano is set to 276. So at the moment I'm going to set this to 0.276. And then we can actually start setting this up as well. So we're going to design it so that all the steam is in here. So what we'll do is... yeah, we've got it here. I think what we'll do is I'm not going to run it in the naphtha for obvious reasons. I think we'll just do something like this, maybe. Let it run around the steam for a fair bit. Let's actually do something like this. Oh, that's going to annoy me. You know what? I don't care. We're going to do this. Get out of here. And then you're going to go up here. Then you're going to run past this. Then you're going to go up here. You're going to run past this. Then you're going to be nice and cool. Because we're going to have a liquid layer down here that's actively cooled. And then, I guess, that's just where all the material's going to go. So where do I put that for now? I could just dump it in here. It's going to be cold, so it's not going to boil the naphtha. That's probably not worth risking, is it? I could just literally put it in the base for now. I think we'll do a halfway house. I think we're literally just going to put a granite tile here. And then we're just going to dump it. We're just going to dump it over here for now. Maybe. Again, we don't need to make a loop for this. I do actually need to put some water in here. So let's build... probably one ice temperature plate will do. Let's put it here, because that should melt easier. It doesn't really matter what gases are in here. Polluted oxygen, that's fine. There's also the whole aluminium, there's the whole boiling salt water thing, but to be honest, we're not going to get more than probably like another... We might get one more eruption out of this after this, but that's going to be it. Let's build this back up here. Yeah, I don't know what we're going to do for the actual industry. All I know is it's not actually going to be in this room. We're just going to put loads of thermal aquatuners in here. So I can remove this. I mean, how many thermal aquatuners would we have in here? We'd probably do some maths. I mean, space-wise, we could fit probably 3 in here comfortably. I mean, 12 tiles. I mean, at a push, we could do 4. But 4 is going to... How much heat is that going to generate? It's going to generate a lot of heat. We'd have to plug in a lot of wires as well, but we've probably got room to do that. We don't necessarily have to go crazy over this. The main purpose is just for the aluminium, which I guess makes it a bit large for that, but whatever. I'm trying to think of what other things we would actually put in here. Things that have hot products or just generate heat. Obviously not data miners. It does seem like there's not really much point in putting the refiners in here. Because the outputs are hot and cold. Okay, we'll just leave that then. Wow, looks like the aluminium isn't actually solidifying immediately. That's because, by the way, that's because the uranium is so hot. It's not a conductivity issue, it's a uranium temperature issue. Kilns, we've got to get the output fast. We could do that. We could put auto sweepers in here if we wanted. Do we really need... I guess if we were going to put a kiln anywhere, it would be in here. Yeah, maybe. You guys are still wandering around in here. You're recovering from cold. Yes, let's actually start thinking about what this is going to look like. So let's actually dig this out. Let's dig this out. You don't need any of this. What is the actual wall going to look like? The actual wall of the base. Maybe we start planning it out via room widths. Let's think about it. Also, by the way, the plan is probably gold tiles. We want the decor, we want the run speed. And I think we want the interior of the base to be conductive. So I'm going to put some gold tiles in, and we'll use these to mark where the rooms are going to be. Doors can just be made out of copper, that's fine. I think we will do our fairly standard room structure. So we'll make it 23 wide. So that goes up to one before this little thing. So I put the door so it's actually interfacing with this thing. Okay. Alright, then we build this. Do items picked up by a sweeper exist while they're being swept? Yes. I believe they do. Because it's not like they get swept instantly. So we know this is just going to be habitation quarters, recreation rooms, that sort of thing, geotuners. You're right, there is a very philosophical question. We're going to have ladders and fire poles in here as well. We're starting to run out of plastic a little bit, but we'll be alright. And then we'll have another set of doors here. We probably won't leave it all as one big room in each of these cases. I like 23, it's my magic number. You divide it into 2 11-wide rooms, you divide it into 3 7-wide rooms, you divide it into 4 5-wide rooms. Very easy to subdivide it into as much space as you want, that's why I always do it. That was actually one of the first things I did in this game. Like, even before I started streaming, I was like, right, what is the standard room size I'm gonna have? That was literally the first thing I tried to figure out after, you know, just how do I not die? Right, so that's 23, isn't it? Yes, good. Or 11 one-wide room. Yes! There you go. Now you're thinking with doors. I think, actually, we did something with the plug slugs that was not quite that. What did we do? Did we do something like this? I think we did, like, loads of 3-wide rooms. Was that actually... Yeah, look, you could divide it into 6 3-wide rooms as well. We did this for plug slugs. For starvation ranching them, and each individual slug had its own individual ranch. That was fun. That's on YouTube. We never really did that after we did it for that super sustainable challenge, but that was quite fun. What's going to go inside these rooms? Probably a combination of luxury bedrooms, great halls, recreational rooms, gyms maybe, and probably a lot of geotuners, realistically. We're going to actively cool the base. I want the geotuners to be where the dupes can access them. I don't think we're going to have ranches unless the space lends itself to a really easy ranch column. I think the ranches are going to go all outside the base. This area here, we're eventually going to separate it off. We'll do something with it, I'm sure. It's nice seeing them actually all just wander around up here and have fun. Wait. There's slime lung here? What? Game? Why? Why is there slime lung in exactly one tile of polluted oxygen that you can't even see on the friggin' overlay? Is it you? There's no way. I have literally no idea where that germ even came from. Oh, whatever. I don't think it's actually going to matter, is it? The shine bug's probably going to clean it up anyways. I do 2 wide rooms with critter sensors for restocking ranches in place of the globe thingies, incubators. Yeah, I don't tend to bother with incubators that much. I mean, there's obviously cases where they're good, but I just don't generally bother. We don't need to worry about this one. We still do our 3 wide columns in here, not necessarily because we're doing transit tubes, but more so because we're usually fitting something like a vent or something in between the rooms. That's usually what we do. And then we'll remove some of these intermediate ladders, obviously, because they were all just random. Right, this does not look like it divides up very well. Actually, maybe it does. Actually, I think we can get it just about over here with 1 more column. Yeah. The only thing is, again, I think I want a 5 wide bit on the end. Best use of incubators I found is when using eggs for food. Reserve eggs for restocking branches. Fair enough, fair enough. Yeah, we're going to wait until the Aluminum Volcano goes dormant. Then we're possibly going to fiddle around more with that, but probably not. I wouldn't mind actually filling these up with naphtha now. Go ahead and do that. We can enable auto bottle on these as well. The real use for incubators is getting a ranch population up to population with starting it. Yes, exactly. That's the main reason. It's a time save. I would not run an incubator long term. Unless I had so much power I didn't know what to do with it. Unlimited power. Right, that one underneath the stink bubble, that's not going to be a useful reference now, is it? Oh, maybe it is. Yeah, okay. That's fine. Now, whoops. We are probably going to have to move these guys at some point. Oh, that's another consideration. The teleporter is here. Now, that's probably fine. I mean, I guess having the teleporter inside the base is not the end of the world, is it? It would have been nice to set it up so it actually lined up with the rooms, but that's probably okay. Put this here, put this here, put this here. Now, what I would like to do is I would like to tile these bits up, probably, just to prevent the water from leaking out. Actually, let's have a better think about that. Let's just do it like this. That'll do. And then we can just push the water out normally. That should be fine. I tend to use depowered incubators as a way to simplify automation. Yeah, that's fair. They've got the Draco balloons again. Hooray. So this is where a ladder shaft is going to go. This is where a fire pole is going to go. And then if we put the doors back over here. Now let's think about this. If we put the doors here, we go over here. That's a 23 wide room. We can get it here, but we can't get the access column in as well. So I think what would actually make sense, especially considering that the teleporter is here, is that we actually cut the base off here, and we put the liquid lock here. Maybe not exactly like this. Liquid locks work best when the duplicates can actually go through them. Yeah, we'll put one there. We'll put one over here as well when we clear this biome out, but that's not mandatory. And we'll put a transit tube exit over here as well. Now, the question is, do I put the decor statue here or do I put it here? The dupes are going to go past this, so maybe we do this. That's a pretty reasonable base already. How many dupes am I aiming for? 70. I'm not sure we're going to fit 17 here. That's how much we can get out of the spawn complex. We could obviously do more, and we're not going to have that many originally. Ice is melted, that's good. We've still not got any steam in here, that's good. It's going to take a while for this gas pump to actually filter everything out. But yeah, we have enough water. We have 2 salt water vents, we have 2 cool steam vents. Off of geysers alone, we could do 70 dupes. Eventually, obviously, we will do it with sour gas boiling and we'll divert the geysers elsewhere. I love how the gold tiles look in this True Tiles mod, by the way. All gold, everything. I'm going to put the statues here for now. You know what? Actually, no. Never mind. Never mind, never mind. I'm going to put them over here. We're going to do the same over here. Did you actually fill these? You did. You may have filled them with slightly more naphtha than we needed, but it's also not like we're going to run out of plastic anytime soon. So let's actually deconstruct these. And then the power wire, I'm just gonna send the power wire here, whatever. This is silly. Let's not be silly. And then separate this off here. We'll put a statue here. In fact, let's actually do that now. Because I don't think I want anything else to go there. Obviously, this will be a gold statue. Look at the look at the primo garb on the dupes. It's having the desired effect. That will go there. And then what that means is... Well, I'm not 100% sure what it means. Because the thing is... I don't think the dupes are primarily going to exit the base this way. I'm going to build an exit in here, but the reality is there's probably going to be a load of industry here, and we're probably not going to have an access shaft going through it. We're probably going to have an access shaft going past the spawn. But obviously there's geysers here. I'm not actually sure how that's going to look. I'll figure that out later. I'm pretty sure I don't want to have the base go past here, but I don't know. At the end of the day, if we add more dupes, we need more bedrooms. That could be a thing. Also, let's think about it. So, Great Hall space, right? Each of these rooms. So, each Great Hall can go up to 120 tiles. So, this could be one big Great Hall. We can have 23 dupes per room. We could have 69 dupes in 3 Great Halls. They could go here, and we could have 3 different freezers. I like that idea. Yeah, let's do that. I like having multiple freezers just for redundancy in case something goes wrong. When you're storing like millions and millions of calories. Does that 70 include the sleepers? No. Okay, here's what we do. 69 dupes in the main base. 6 sleepers in a separate base where everything is automated. And they don't even hang out with the regular dupes. They literally just hang out over here by the machine. In this corner of the map. And everything is automated for them. We'll sort them out once we've sorted out the main dupes. So let's think about this. Right, so we know that these are going to be 3 Great Halls. I could start tiling it now and replace the tiles later with gold. That's probably fair. Well, I mean... Well, we know they're going to be tiles. I know that these are going to be the Great Halls. So let's actually put the mess tables in here. Oh, wait. We're going to have at least one phone for them to use? The alternative, we've got 7 layers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If we split these in 2, we can have Great Halls and all of this bit. We'll still keep the 3 freezers. Is this actually correct? Yeah, it is. Okay, so it's this bit here. I'm not going to dig this out yet, don't worry. what we'll do is we'll put the Great Halls over here, and then the dupes don't have to run too far for their food, because it'll be quicker for them to go like this. Actually, I guess it would be quicker for them to run through here. But this way we fit 10 dupes per Great Hall, and it's a more even number. It will probably be something like that. And then the freezers. Now, we could do something sneaky for the freezers. If we have the door here and the food drops down here and they access it on the fire pole like this, then we could fit the cooling element for the freezer around here, maybe? I don't know. For the food. Sinks before the Great Halls prevent food poisoning, or at that point it would be useless. Oh no, we would clean all of the food. There wouldn't be germs on the food when it gets in here. What I'm thinking is, the conveyor rail of all the food, what we'll do is we'll vacuum out the rooms again. Yeah, we'll vacuum out the rooms. We'll put like a little liquid lock here. And then the food will get chilled in a row of metal blocks along here. And then it will sort itself out. I think that's what we're going to do. And the thermal aqua tuner, the pipe will run down here, maybe? This is getting a little bit ahead of ourselves. But let's just build some stuff here for now, so I have a vague recollection of what I'm supposed to be doing with this area. And then the metal tiles here will be aluminium. So we can build that in. Oh, you can't quite build over here? That's fine. I mean, we could make the rooms... We could make the rooms bigger. If it's a vacuum, we don't actually have to insulate the metal tiles, do we? You can even do it like this, like a big metal C. And we don't really need to insulate them for each other as well. But we want each freezer to be independent in case one of them breaks. I don't know, we'll have a think. We'll have a think, but that's just to remind me that that's what we're going to do here. We could even make Visco Gel and put it here at some point. Maybe we do that at some point. Okay. Am I going to do ammo suits for everyone outside the base thing, or just oxygenate the whole asteroid? Oh, that's a good point. We need to put ammo suits in. So, I'm thinking what will happen is... we could seal this off here and here, and have the ammo suit terminals down here. And then we could have... Tricky. Because I want to have an access shaft here, but if we were going to do it like that with the Atmos suits, we wouldn't bother having an access shaft here. They already have an access shaft here. But yeah, this doesn't lend itself very well to the terminals. One blob of naphtha and a dupe can still grab the food. It's super easy to set up, yeah. That's a good point. We have to put the Atmos suits in, because the whole point of the liquid lock is they're going to be suited and booted in the base. I think I will leave this shaft here, but we'll close it off up here. In which case, I would remove these doors. This would get sealed off. So let's think about it as well. If we had the suit docks over here, we could let 54 dupes out this way. Each with their own suit. I'm not planning on oxygenating the whole asteroid. That's obviously what we've been doing so far, but eventually we will not do that. And then what I could do is I could have one suit dock down here, and then we've got enough room for... If I seal this up, we've got enough room for 80 Atmos suits. We're not going to have 80 dupes. I find the most common cause of failure in my deep freezers is some food rotting on the rails on the way there, like we kind of buy a sweep that pulls rock piles out of the freezer. Yes, we've done that before. We'll do that again. We will definitely do that again, so we'll leave extra space in here for that. Okay, so obviously we'll remove all of these. I'm not sure exactly what this end's going to look like yet. I mean, what we can do is we can seal it off and then we can push it out. Where are the kitchens relative to the freezers? Well, that's the other thing. So, let's see. So, these are going to be Atmo suit docks. We know we're going to do that because the main access in and out of the base is going to be down here. I usually use high-pressure hydrogen freezers, so even if it does go wrong, it can't actually off-gas. Yeah, I think the main difference is we've done gas freezers before, but I don't want all the coolant leaking the heat out into the base. I want the base to be a certain temperature, I want the freezers to be a certain temperature, and I want the freezers to be completely insulated from the base. That's what I'm aiming for. But I also still want them to be accessible by the dupes in case they need to go in there for some reason. So here's what I'm thinking. We have enough room for 80 Atmo suits if we build it like this. We could have 8 great halls, and then we could have 2 kitchens. Is that really going to be enough chefs for 80 dupes? I don't know. I haven't really planned out the ratios in that regard yet. Shine nymph eggs or pufflet? Let's get another pufflet. I like these guys. They're helping to breathe out all the polluted oxygen. Or consume all the polluted oxygen. What food am I planning to use? Well, I mean, realistically, we're going to have loads of barbecue, right? From all the glossy Drekos and all the other critters. It's primarily going to be barbecue. So what I'm very tempted to do is have it just be grills. But I don't know. I mean, realistically, we're going to end up with a lot of barbecue. 3 grills and 2 kitchens seems like enough. Yeah. I think dedicating this space to kitchens and this to great halls would make sense. And then the kitchens could just conveyor it straight into the 3 freezers from here. The only thing is... Okay, so yeah, the food would conveyor through warm, and then it would run through here. Cold, yeah. Okay, so that's this whole third of the base sorted out. Now, each private bedroom, this is going to take up a lot of space. So each one has to be 24 tiles. It has to be a 6x4 minimum. The issue with this room structure is if we're doing it like this, we actually end up with an extra tile per room. So we probably could save... That's not right. This is right. We probably could save space. With 15 cooking skill in the workspace, 80 dupes worth of barbecue is 540 seconds of cooking. Yeah. I mean, we'll probably make advanced foods later. I'd rather overcommit to kitchen space and not run out later. So here's the thing, right? This is only actually enough space for 21 dupes if we give them private bedrooms. And there'll be even less over here. So we would actually have to expand all the way out here to have anywhere near the amount of bedrooms we want. Alternatively, if we bring in the ladders a little bit and change it a little bit more, that is 75 tiles going up to here. We could probably get it up to 80 tiles. And then divided by 7, that's sort of 11 by 7. So that would be 77 dupes if we did it just bedrooms, but we're going to want other rooms as well. So that makes me think maybe it's not going to be practical to have all of these be private bedrooms, unless we expand into space. We can do that. There's room up here. There's room up here as well. That's probably fine. Yeah, we're not doing anything else with this space. We will seal this off. We'll seal this off and this will have its own tamer. But we can have these columns go up here. And we could expand it out here and just have the teleporter hanging out in the middle. If we really felt like it. I guess but I did have a fully skilled cook boop. Maybe. The other thing we want is recreation rooms. That's another thing. And we want those near the Great Halls. Are we actually going to get 80 dupes? I feel like that's overly ambitious. Let's start with 40 dupes. So we'll have 1 kitchen, 4 great halls. We'll leave this as like access shafts. We can fill them with other things in the meantime before we need to fill them all with docks. We can split up a bit more. Then we can have recreation rooms in here. And then we can have bedrooms. And then we won't need as many, because we can fit 21 dupes per column. And then maybe we put the geotuners somewhere else. I don't know. I mean, the whole point is we're moving the nice features from the dupes. We also need to put in bathrooms, remember? We need to put in bathrooms. Now, yeah, exactly. Like, are we actually going to do 80 dupes? Probably not. So let's rethink this a little bit. Let's do 40 dupes for now. Obviously, we'll have some excess water. That's fine. So if we're going to do 20 dupes with Atmos suits, that means we would seal off the room here and we'd have a 5-wide room. That's fine. And then we can let everyone out here. Yeah, let's start with 40 dupes. We'll still have the 3 freezers for now. Because why not? I don't think we're going to put anything else here. And then we can comfortably fit everyone into this area already. So I guess I won't seal this off for now. Plus some space on other worlds. Yeah, exactly. Like, we're going to have the boots on other planets as well. So I think, yeah. And remember, we're going to be exporting the water from these in the end. So I shouldn't actually be sizing this up based on the amount of available water I have. So let's plan it around 40 dupes living in luxury. Yeah. This seems good. And we'll have a couple of extra spare bedrooms just in case. That's fine. I realize I sent a misleading alert as well. I said we're going to dig out the asteroid. We probably still are, but I wanted to get some of this planning done first. Our geotuners 4 or 5 wide? They're 4 wide. I don't think we're putting the geotuners in the base. I think we're going to let dupes run out to those. Because if we look at them... So, obviously for geotuning with non-volatile materials, it's not too bad. Have we researched geotuners? We have, yeah. I guess 4.5 KD2s isn't that much. We probably could fit them in here. We determined we were going to have 25 geotuners. So we would need at least... If we were doing them in here, we would have probably 5 per row. I mean, we could look at that quickly, can't we? It would be something like this, wouldn't it? I guess it would be 4 per row in here. 6 by 6 by 8 would fit 2 geotuners and 2 bedrooms per unit. Having the lab for geotuners only 3 high fits nicely per 5, so it's 1 lab per thing. Oh, I know what you mean. So, like, doing it like that, and then it fits. I think we'll put the geotuners somewhere else. For now, I just want this to be the habitable dupe area. That's like the main thing I want to solve, because as soon as we have the habitable dupe area, we can relocate the dupes from here to here, and then we can start actually planning what we're going to use all of our space for. I'm thinking we put the geotuners here, and we have them in a separate bit. Ugh. I'm going to need to take my hay fever pills tomorrow. Or my one singular pill, thank you. Did you finish filling this? I never told you to start filling it. Okay, that's fine. Well, we'll seal it for now. For now, I'm just going to seal it here. I don't think we're going to be using this for a while. I don't think we're going to be doing stuff over here either, so maybe we just leave this for now. I don't think it's going to be symmetrical. I have no idea what we're going to do. In fact, I might even just seal it off here for now. We'll just have everyone leave this way. And then we'll start extending tendrils across the map. Bathrooms near the suit toxin stoops usually go there first when off duty. Yeah, we'll put a bathroom here and we'll put a bathroom here. And we'll schedule the dupes so that they rotate in and out properly with the bathrooms. And then... Oh, what about access-wise? Germ spreading. I could have a very small bathroom here, couldn't I? Then they only get germy when they leave for the ammo suits? No, that's silly. Yeah, this is why we usually do one-way bathrooms. Like, the bathrooms here are one-way, so that they don't get the germs out the other way. Otherwise, you have to put a load of sinks in, and it gets kind of irritating. Now, what I could do, because they're not going to be in every bit, and we have the ladders, what we could do is we could have the bathrooms be one way here, so the dupes only go this way, they can't go in this way. But if we were going to do that, then I don't think that makes sense, because ideally I want the dupes to run through the bathroom here and come out the other end. Maybe we do just one way these, because the dupes can run in here and then just come down here. That's not the end of the world. These could be the rec rooms. Also, this corridor, we can make this a nature reserve. We can plant the plants in here with the pips. We will definitely do that. So we'll put the door here as well. This room obviously isn't too big to be a nature reserve. 72 tiles. And the dupes have to eat, so they're going to have to go in here. I'm trying to spot any holes in this plan, because I obviously don't want to relocate these dupes again. Perhaps this was not the one stream to actually get fluid intake. Seek fluid intake. Okay. We'll go get some squash, because at the moment I'm just drinking loads of Pepsi, so let's not worry about that. Right, you've got dormant, and we've actually got the liquid stuff in here. Right, I'm going to zoom out for a bit while I build all of this. I'm actually going to speed to it. We'll be back in a minute. There's nothing that's going to kill the dupes. Thank you for reminding me to hydrate. And we're back. Nobody died. Oh, wait, what's going on? Why have people got unreachable food? Wait, they're actually trapped? What? No. What gives? Wait, you are trapped. Oh, look at this. Hold on. Right, I'm back. So they're trapped because they were actually leaving this way to get in and out of the complex. Because this is actually technically... Oh! Wait, why? Oh, it's this stupid tile. I think we just let this out. I think this is fine. Yeah, deconstruct this and then dig that tile. Is the salt water going to do anything with the naphtha? No. This was already full of salt water. I will sweep this. That's fine. You can reach this, can't you? Yeah. Now you guys could escape. Okay, so that's fine. And then what I'll do as well is... Let's remove these ladders. Not yet, though. We'll put them in once the dupes have built everything else. I should probably also actually speed things up just a tad. It's just because we were figuring stuff out. So let's put the doors back in. I don't think this is going to be the actual end of the base. I think we're gonna, like, plan a little bit more. We're probably going to extend it upwards, as we said, later. But this will be a start. Or maybe we will just stick to 40 dupes and we'll expand it upwards for other reasons. Wait, we're actually out of copper? Really? Did we really spend all the copper on doors? That's wild. Right, we don't need the metal tiles here. Also, here's the fluids. I almost forgot. Right, let's cancel this. Let's put these in here. We could probably just start digging all of this out, right? Yeah. Let's do at least some of this. Dig this out, dig this out. The plug slug habitat. So the slugs are still trapped in here. Well, they're not trapped. But we can start digging this out. Do I care about the cobalt? No, I don't really. The slugs could eat the cobalt for all I care. You know my stance on cobalt by now. We'll start just digging some of this out. We've got to let the Pacu out at some point. But obviously we're going to let them out down here. And they can probably just swim around in here for now, right? That's not an issue. We've got to do at least some map digging to appease people. So let's start by digging this out. And then we can start releasing some of this. But not all of it. What's overheating? Yep, that's fine. We don't care about that. Yeah, we'll see how far we get with relocating the dupes today, because it's going to take us a while to set up the freezer. We will set up the freezer so it's running off a thermal aquatuner from down here. What I can actually do, I can make this wall insulated, if I really feel like it. It is negative decor, but that's fine. Then again, maybe running the freezer pipe through here will be fine. We'll need to get some naphtha actually done for the freezer, though. I think what I will do is I will have a transit tube entrance somewhere along the lines of here. And then the dupes can come down that way pretty easily. I don't know, I mean, they can fire pole down there. I'm getting carried away at this point. You guys can keep building everything here for now. Right, we do know that these are going to be atmosuit terminals, so we can build those. So on one checkpoint here, one checkpoint here, and then the suit docks could go along like this. That's very satisfying. In terms of letting out the salt water later, what we will do is we will just... Actually, for now, let's just put mesh tiles here, and then we can let it all out down here. We will dig this tile specifically. And then we'll just let the rest of it run through here. When do we do that? We could probably do this bit now. So that's probably worth actually doing once we've done those mesh tiles. Just to get out of the way. Now, the atmosuits are going to be variable consumers, like the transit tubes are, so I think it's fine for me to hook up the wire like this. And then we're going to put something up here. We're going to put, like, the ceiling trim up here, right? You don't need to tune this up anymore. Wood tiles for decor bomb wherever you got wood. Well, we don't have wood. So the thing is, right, wood tiles are plus 50 decor for 3 tiles. We're gonna do the gold tiles. They do the same thing and they get the run speed bonus, and we have a gold volcano. That is pretty much what I'm going to just use gold for exclusively, is decor items. But look, Muffins is actually up to something. We're actually gonna make some art. Hooray. On the ceiling? Oh, like here? We can put more metal tiles. I don't know. We'll probably do that later. I don't really need to worry about that now. I mean, we know we're going to commit it to some kind of decor solution, right? So... we could do ceiling blocks for now. I mean, wood blocks are pretty good as well, because they don't block visual access. They'll allow the metal tile and the stuff to go through. But that's a lot of wood, and we don't have any wood generation, so probably not for now. We'll just do ceiling trim for now. It's fine. Diamond tiles and niobium metal tiles for the best decor. Yeah, both of those things are pretty far off. Remember, we don't have diamond. We don't have an oil biome. Oh yeah, let's put them here, right now. What a good idea. I'm building them there so I can just remember. I just remembered to actually do it. I will tile this as well just to get rid of the carbon dioxide. We're down to micrograms of carbon dioxide because there's a mix of gases in here. It's taking ages. Load-bearing sand can hold a trim. Of course, of course. Right, we'll keep putting things in where we know they're going, because we know where a few things are going at least. So mess tables, we're doing this. I think. Wow, we're actually out of copper ore. Really? Where's all the copper ore then? I mean, obviously we just built a load of fire poles and doors. We're looking for... oh. Have we actually just straight up dug all of the copper ore? Pretty decent chance we have. You have some blue copper up by the plug slugs. Yes, the cobalt that I hate. I don't know why I hate cobalt. It's just a joke. I don't really hate cobalt. What was I looking for again? Oh, right. The ore. Cobalt also gives a decor bonus, as you say. Yeah, that sounds good to me. In fact, the more of this we build now, the less the slugs are going to eat. So let's do it. No, we're not doing this one. This one's a kitchen. And then we're going to have a phone in each of these. You know what this looks like by now. And then the lamps. So the lamps are going to be these ones. I'm going to do them like this. No, hold on. No. Automation sensor. This one is going to go here. It's going to go here. The one dupe on the end is going to get left out. That's just how it is. Because we need to make sure that the light is on when a dupe is using the phone. Because sometimes you'll have a dupe in here on their own using the phone. And most of the time, there's going to be other dupes in here as well. So we'll figure it out. Right, the lamps are obviously going to be these ones. We're going to keep the aesthetic of the puzzle cubes. I like it. In fact... Oh, we got loads of skill points. I should do these now, shouldn't I? We're kind of running out of skills to give people, I'm going to be honest. We got 57 morale and Ari. That's amazing. I plan to use other recreation besides phones. Yes, we've got some rooms where we're going to stick it all. Yep. Camille, how have you not had any building yet? The space rats. Yeah, the shovels. Yeah, we could get a load of cold copper and put it in there. We'll do that at some point. I don't really care what we're picking here at the moment. We just need to pick something. Steve, we never even gave a skill point. That's sad. Steve the Digger. In fact, did we even prioritize anything on Steve? I think we just literally forgot that Steve exists. Yeah, here you go. I suppose you have way more dupes of phones. You don't need to worry about them skipping out the better recreation to use the phone. Yeah, I don't know. It should be fine. I'm not going to worry about micromanaging this stuff too much. I basically just want to make sure I fit everything in and that they've got all their needs sorted out and it's done in a way that isn't going to make me upset. We've got this part of the game. We're pretty comfortable with how we do things in this part of the game. Also, we're totally going to fill this with the things. You've had to start disabling your phones? Oh, what, because they weren't using the other buildings? That's cringe. Right, let's build all of these. So, we're going to put the paintings in like we usually do. Our usual arrangement for this is 1 landscape, 2 blank canvases, and then 2 portraits, like this. Yeah, they use the phones first, they recycle, and never get to the other stuff. Ah, that's sad. Well, I guess it makes sense. Yeah, we'll see. There we go. We will have our own dedicated Transformers for recreation. Let me just say straight off the bat, most of the Transformers here are going to be for recreation, and they're going to be, as a result, facing this way. So I'm pretty sure we're going to have more of these. That's going to cause more issues than anything else. I guess we'll tile this as well. Gonna have a smart battery here. Smart battery here. Never had a save survive long enough, but I thought about parking dupe in the world just sit on the phone all day. Yeah, or in a rocket. Yeah, either or, really. You're a good dupe. I mean, Shabby Dresser isn't ideal, but I don't really mind. It's just minus 15. That's easily workable. Yeah, we'll take Ren. Although, here's the question, right? We have room for 30 dupes here now because we put all the beds in. Yeah, let's just take Ren now. We're going to move everyone later. I know there's some loud sleepers. I think the beds here are actually far enough apart that it's not affecting them. So we will just print Ren, I think, and we'll get him to help with the building effort. There you go. We also want more people to eat the water weeds at the moment. For sure. Because I think we've still got a few rotting water weeds. But that's a fine balance I'm getting with that. So this was just going to be a battery. This was just going to be a battery. We could have a pair of transformers here. I don't think I'm going to do pairs of transformers like this. Are we going to want more batteries and more transformers in general? Probably more battery. Probably more transformers. We could do it like this. Put one here. And then these are going to be the power wires that run like the whole base. So we can fit all of our recreational buildings onto these ones. I probably will put some wind turbines outside as well, right next to the base. Is it worth having them in Atmos suits for that? Probably not. We could put them over here, maybe. I don't know. I don't know what I want to do with that. We can remove these. We can remove these. Yeah, that's fine. And then we could come over here pretty far. I think at this point we should just be building tiles here, right? Because we know what's going on here now. That will improve their run speed. Looks like we dumped some mud here, that's fine. What else do we want to do? We probably want to start putting the vents in. Because otherwise, with it being sealed off, it's going to start getting awkward. So let's do this. And then we can do this as well. Just for now. That's not actually going to cause any issues, is it? I guess there's going to be some gases mixing around. That's fine. You know what? Leave this bit for now. Leave these bits. Oh, wait. Leave this so the plug slug can't escape. Yeah, that's fine. So, let's see. This, we know, is going to be the nature reserve. That is actually worth setting up sooner rather than later. But we can just get some pips to come in here and do their stuff. We can make the natural tiles. We could do that with the airlock trick. I know you guys have other methods of doing it. Like dumping liquid glass with a bottle emptier or something. We could do some of that, maybe. For change. Right, you're actually a vacuum now. So what I should do is build... Okay, so what I should do is disconnect this pump. And then actually stick some ice in here. We'll do one temperature plate for now. Oh, look, you got... Oh, there was still a little bit of carbon dioxide in here. We just missed it. That's fine. And then once we've got the steam in here, we'll start doing all of that. We put the ice in here, that's fine. No liquid output? Oh, right, yeah, this needs to go here. And then... For now, I'm just going to build some ice temperature plates in here. Natural Tile Mod got bored of making the doors after 2030 farms ranches. Yeah. I feel that. And obviously, we don't want to dump a load of hot material in here either. That being said, we can make them out of natural... We can make them out of uranium pretty easily, couldn't we? Our tiles up pretty quickly, and... not a huge heat capacity. It tiles up at a relatively low temperature. You can just get some cold bottles of uranium and open them. Who's idle? You're idle. Why? Because you can't get... Oh. Oh, right, because we tiled this. Yeah, remove this tile. That's fine. Then what else do we want to do? Well, if you're really bored, you could start doing some drywall. We always want drywall. This drywall is just going to be... I don't think we're going to go for the wood aesthetic in general.
Hello there.
Hello, Uglavisk. Hope you're doing well. Let's just go for fresh white for now. I like doing fresh white for the axis shafts. Yeah, you can put that in there, if you feel like it. Oh, you can't actually get out of here. No, you can. You're just figuring out what to do. We probably need to stop giving the dupes so many errands. Right, so we can let the water out of here. I'm actually gonna... Oh, wait, what's the achievement? Did you do a painting? I think you did a painting. Art underground. Indeed we did. I'm gonna let all this out here now. What's gonna happen if we do this? We've got the mesh tiles, we've got room for the water to spill out. I don't think this is gonna cause an issue. It might drop a load of angry poke shells on us. We've got to start clearing out all this sand. And then obviously we can ladder up here and start draining this. We're going to leave this one here. This is going to be like, this is going to stay as the roof. Just to complicate the whole space access thing. This is quite nice though. I do appreciate the aesthetic. Oh look, it's the mirror ball. We'll have to pick out some very fancy artwork. You built all these transformers as well. We could connect these all up to the heavy watt wire as well. That's fine. So we know that's going to go... Wait. I got these all the wrong way around? Are you kidding me? Okay. That's fine, right? Just... It doesn't... I know it doesn't actually matter, but we're going to do it this way just so that my brain remembers which way around they're supposed to be. We're not in a rush. Yeah, I love how the fresh white drywall looks. I will also... I'm not going to drywall these for now because we might do something with that later. Yeah, we're kind of laying out the base today. I've settled on for now. We're going to do 40 dupes. They're going to have their own private bedrooms. 4 great halls. 2 bathrooms. 1 kitchen. 3 recreation rooms. I think. You just prefer the big transformers because they're refined metal instead of ore. I kind of see what you mean. Okay, the metal all tiled immediately. It's just slightly too much heat. No, this is slightly not enough heat, actually, now that I think about it. Well, that's fine. I mean, there's still a load of hot debris in here, right? There's still a load of hot aluminium. I could just start running the aluminium through here now. Yeah, maybe we just do that. So, refined metal, aluminium. Yeah, start grabbing it. You're going to overheat a little bit while the steam gets going, but this should actually circulate the heat from the aluminium a bit better. You think? Anyways. Okay, there we go. We've let the water out. It's all draining down here. Okay, yep, 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 Why? Why did I do it like this? I should have opened it up one at a time and then it would have been neat. It's all just bouncing off of here. I mean, it hasn't broken anything just yet. Yeah, that's fine. No, we don't want that one there. Yeah, it's when you build it from that menu, it flips it round. Okay. Obviously, we're going to have a lot of liquid to sweep up. I will do that later. Oh, look! It's, has it worked yet? Let's see. We've got lots of steam coming over here now. It looks like it's kind of getting there. And the aluminium is coming out nice and cold. So that's good. I think this will get there. Provided that the uranium hasn't ended up in the airflow tiles. Which it hasn't. Yeah, this is probably fine. I love this conveyor meter so much. I mean, the only issue is it does use a small amount of continuous power, I think. I don't know, it doesn't look like it. Wait. Why are you taking the depleted uranium? Where are you putting it? Where are you putting it? Yeah, because that isn't going to melt again, is it? Well... we can build some more wire here again, that's fine. Right, remove this, remove this. Right, you're still draining the water out here, that's fine. People are getting soggy feet, but I don't really care. We're still building all these tiles. I can start building all the beds. I know I'm going to put all the beds in here. Now, what are these rooms going to look like? So, obviously, we have the puzzle cube. Now, we have 4 extra tiles. These rooms are 4 tiles too big. I think the bed looks kind of silly on the floor. Here's what I'm thinking. I know this looks really weird. We're gonna put some other tiles on the floor. Just for extra pizzazz. Because look at this, look how cool this looks. We don't have enough plastic for this. I mean, I guess we'll start demolishing the other beds, right? We can start demolishing the other beds. Does that break the height requirement? Oh! That's a good question. I would think not. But yes, you're right. Let's test it first. No, only need 1 row of 4 high. Really? Because what we could do, we have enough metal that we could do this. And then we put the carpet here. So what we'll do is we'll build 1 room just to test it out. And then what we'll do is... what will we do? What is the pattern we want? Probably this happy accidents pattern, right? Is that what we settled on? Oh, we didn't settle on anything. I'm going to try it, you know, for maximum visual fidelity. 1 wallpaper per room. You're totally right. Why do we want floating beds? Because they look cool. It looks cooler than the other ones. I guess we don't want floating beds, actually, because then the dupes take longer to run through the rooms. Yeah. That's a reason not to do it. Is it a good reason? It probably is a good reason. Is it a satisfying reason? No. The square beds do look good centered. What if we put doors here? Does this work? I mean, this is a very stupid use of metal, but... We could try it. Let's... Yeah, we'll priority 9 these. Yeah, we'll do 1 wallpaper per room, I think. Everyone gets a different color wallpaper. Do we just start with the basic colors, maybe? We can try. And then what else do you need for the room to be complete? You need private bedroom. You need back walls. I think this is actually... Oh, you need 2 decor items. Well... You could get a metal statue here. And then a large portrait here. Wallpaper display center. I mean, they're not going to see it anyways. We're covering it all up with crap. And then the trim along the top. Yeah, we'll priority 9 build this for now, and we'll see if it works. And obviously, if we have nyctophobes, we can just put the light up here. It doesn't look like it works. Might have to be a solid door. Yes, let's try it. That seems like a really bad use of resources. But we'll try it anyways for science. I mean, we'll try with the manual airlock first. But it's so cool! Look how good this looks, centered. I would argue that we should do this even though it's less efficient. It works in rockets? Yeah. Okay. Oh, he's doing the fire pole shuffle. That's no good. What's wrong with the Mari? Yeah, I like it. I like it being a show house. We could do a checkered pattern. We could do a checkered pattern where we have 2 different themes. Or we could have 3 different things. Sometimes efficiency has to take a hike. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it does look really nice. Peak bedroom design. Oh wow, all that stuff's priority 9 too? Okay, that stuff doesn't have to be priority 9. You could do that in a bit. At least the artists are actually getting to flex their muscles now. This can also be priority 5, because we know we're going to make these access shafts. We got a poke shell in the base. Yes, very annoying. Very annoying. Also, by the way, there's a tape measure on my desk I keep fiddling with. It's a habit I've picked up. I need to actually put it back in the other room. Right, we're back. Let us resume the game. And then we'll go from there. This save doesn't take too long to load up at the moment, which is nice. We can't just end it where we had it, where we crashed, like right in the middle of things. We have to get at least some closure. Not very often you actually get to hear the loading music on my stream, so we usually have it on mute until we actually start. See the finished cube room. Yeah, we've got to see the finished cube room. Can we set up all the bedrooms today? Probably not. Are we going to try? Maybe. Right. So what happened? Obviously the game didn't crash. My computer crashed, apparently. Something we did caused the internet to go out on this computer alone. Right, we've got a few things to do. Let's put in the carpet tile. We're looking at 2 different layouts. There's this layout where the bed's on the left, and there's this bed where it's on the right. I'm trying to figure out which one I prefer to look at. You are a dupe. Food morale bonus, we usually do take it. So we'll print May. Let's get some more skills on people, that's fine. I'm getting paranoid now about whenever the game hangs. I'm really hoping it wasn't something to do with what we did in the game that caused it to crash. Perhaps some kind of annoying mod. We'll see. Right, and we need to prioritize... Wait, mirror the setup by pairs. You have 4 wide rooms, right? I don't know. Because the thing is, we can't rotate which way the bed faces. I'm pretty sure we can't. That would be very stupid if we could. Yeah, I just want to see what each of these looks like. I feel like the game is lagging a bit between actions since we crashed. I guess we'll see. We have 3 rooms per column. That's what we got going on here. Right, let's speed up again. They're still doing all of this in the meantime. I need to get the salt water out of here. Although before we do that, I think I am just going to let everything out. I am actually just going to build the ladder and the fire pole up here as well. And then we're going to dig this water out. Yeah, I don't know which we prefer. I kind of like having the portrait on this side, so it looks like it's facing this wall. I'm not sure what really makes more sense. I'm not an architect. I like the carpet tile in the center. That's true. I think we do go for this one, but let's build both of them first, just to actually get a proper look. So we'll make them with the same wallpaper. Also, we can't see any of the wallpaper apart from at the top and where it creeps in. But let's make it the same wallpaper just for comparison's sake. That's the kind of decision that needs a 24-hour poll for sure. Yes, critical gameplay information. This is all fine. The other thing I want to do is, I do actually want to plug in the spine up here. Because we know all of these wires are going to be consumer wires. And this is all going to be one wire. We'll have a few smart batteries here so we can tell some certain consumers to turn on off. I think the ones that are plugged into smart batteries will hook up to the recreational buildings. Because we can disable those if we're running low on power. So that critical base infrastructure can function. I love the puff painting, it's so good. And obviously we could have a few different beds in here. We could have the puff bed, look. Obviously, I think the puff bed looks better on the floor. We've got the bouncy castle too, we've got the rocket. I do quite like the rocket. Nah, we're doing the puzzle bed. We're doing the puzzle theme for sure. And we might even buy the rest of the puzzle themed stuff. In fact, let's actually have a look in here. Do we have any duplicates these days? We have a couple. Let's have a quick look. Yeah, we've got some duplicate clothes now. Nice. I will buy any remaining puzzle cube stuff and we will incorporate it into the theme. Why, oh why, are there so many variants of gloves? We've actually got some extra balloons. Okay, that's fine. Right, we've got 3,000. 3,000 smackaroos. So we've got puzzle-themed buildings. We've got the cube light, we've got the cube bed. We don't want any of these beds. There's a puzzle lamp. There's a puzzle hanging pot. Well, we've got to get this one. That's obviously a thing. Any other puzzle-related doodads? And now I'm imagining that Feng Shui YouTube Shorts guy redesigning an ONI bedroom. Nice. There's some ceiling garlands. I don't think I want those. I don't think there's anything over here we particularly want. There's not a puzzle cube cooking station. There's not that many puzzle cube buildings. I think we might be done, actually. That's fine. That's fine. Mission accomplished. We can put some of those in other places where we feel like it. I don't get to decide what to do with my dupes anymore. With your spools anymore. My kids want to dress up all my dupes. Oh, that's sad. I feel bad. You can just live vicariously through me instead. Right, we know that's going to go there no matter what. I just don't know what bedroom we're actually going to have yet. I thought I saw an idle dupe for a second. Have we done something stupid access-wise? I don't think we have. We're just sort of hoarding your duplicate blueprints at this point. Fair. There does definitely come a point where you just run out of, motivation to get all the filament back. Yeah, not much left to do here. I think I do prefer this one. Yeah, we'll do that. I am going to change this trim. I think it looks kind of rubbish. What does it look like with the Happy Accidents one? That's going to look hideous, isn't it? Also, we're going to have to change each of these individually to have a look. I don't know. I kind of like it. Obviously, it'll look better when a dupe's actually sleeping in here. I kind of like it. Yeah, I kind of like it. But what I am going to do is I'm going to tell them to deconstruct or reconstruct it all, because I cannot be bothered to actually do that for all of the drywall. I don't think I want the plain drywall. The plain drywall looks too plain. In fact, I want to deconstruct most of this, because we're going to move most of it over. Everything except that tile can go. Oh wait, don't remove the friggin' crown molding. We're just behind the bed like that. I like the look. Oh right, I see what you mean. I see what you mean. So, oh, whoops. I still think it looks a bit plain. A darker drywall? Yeah, maybe. Okay, let's keep getting rid of the drywall. We'll get rid of everything over here, as we said. We can alternate between darker drywalls. This seems like a good idea. Maybe something that goes with the carpet tile. That would be a good idea. So let's see. So this is going to go here. That's going to go here. That's going to be a painting. That's going to go... yeah. It's going to go there. And it's oh god, I reused the same friggin' alert. And it's still wrong. Boo! Oh, whatever. Nobody cares. Raised beds actually help contain spills. I don't know. It's kind of clutching at straws. I just wanted to put the bed on this level. Get on my level. Right. So what are we going to do? The telescope print is obviously very dark. We don't want to use the Barnic print here today. We obviously can unlock a wallpaper as well. Let's consider this, right? Let's consider this. So we want a dark, neutral wallpaper. Or it doesn't have to be completely neutral. The Grape Escape. Oh my god. Do we do the Grape Escape? We can only print one of these. We got the clouds. I don't think we want the clouds. And they kind of look like Drecos. Solid charcoal. I don't think we have solid charcoal. Yeah, we don't have solid charcoal. That's dirt cheap as well. We rank this very highly on our cosmetics tier list, I must say. Let's get the solid charcoal. And I think... Oh, look! We got the solid... Oh, that's pink. Oh, I thought that was like sour gas color. That's kind of misleading. I kind of feel like this is too dark. I didn't have charcoal. No, I never got it randomly, so I guess we're getting it now. We had the charcoal diagonal. Yeah. We could try that. I do kind of want to unlock Grape Escape as well, but we'll wait on that one. Right, so we want solid charcoal. Oh wait, don't do these ones. Yeah. Let's see how this looks. And then we'll keep the Happy Accidents one over here. And then Priority 9, all of this. It has a nice spark in O2. Oh, that does look good. It's nearly the same good look as a pixel pack. Yeah, I think we probably do that then. Let's just get a room complete first, but I'm pretty sure this is going to be it. Now, the only other thing is, I think what we do, we keep it gold tiles for now. Eventually, we're going to gold tile all of this. And I think what we actually do later is we replace these with niobium to flex on the haters. We'll replace the accent tiles with niobium. Yeah, this seems like a solid plan. Okay, so now we know where all the beds are going. So let's start planning that out. This could all be priority 5 now. It's not that important. We don't have quite enough plastic for all of this. Maybe we do now. We've waited around a little bit. Yeah, we do have enough now. That's nice. Wait! We are... where's all the polluted oxygen coming from? I know. It's coming from here. Okay, now we seal you up. I kind of forgot that I unplugged you. It's fine. It's fine. It's just a little hot. It's not that hot. The water is absorbing some of the heat, to be fair. That is a priority 9, though. It's not the germy one. If it was the germy one, I would be absolutely livid. Right, I'm hoping we have enough gold tiles to do all of these. We should. And we're not going to have the plastic to replicate this for the other bit for now. I mean, if I really felt like I could start removing the other beds, and we could do it all now. Maybe we do that. It would be time to deploy the shine bugs if it was a germy one. That's true. Nope, that's not right. What's wrong with this one? I do like that the decorators are now having a chance to shine. Right, here you go. And then carpet tiles in here. That looks so good. I know you said... I know we were considering alternating the color scheme. I think I'd rather just keep it all black. Just for the contrast. It looks so good. Also, it's a bedroom. It makes sense for the bedroom to be dark. The night theme. Dark mode. You're really determined to do this puffed portrait, aren't you? Wait, you guys are trapped? Why? Why are you guys trapped? Oh, wait, is it because of suit dock permissions? It is. Disable them for now. We'll enable them later. I do wish there were more trims. Yeah. Celebration sip. Yeah. Indeed. Okay, let's keep going with this. I want to get all the cobalt queued up. Yes. It is quite satisfying watching them wander around like this. Okay, and then the statues. So we want the gold statues. This is a large amount of metal we're using here as well, but definitely a good use of it. Guys, there's one very important thing I didn't do. I didn't check that this actually is a luxury barracks or a private bedroom. Yeah, it is a private bedroom now. Sick. We're all good then. We may as well queue up all the drywall. Even if we don't do it immediately. The sleepers' bedrooms will look different. The sleepers will have, like, the rocket ships, I think. Maybe? Yeah, they'll have the rocket ships. Brain fart. Have we ever looked at what the TP is? The toilet paper or the teleporter? Those are two very different things. Right, and then we need to do the charcoal. Or teleporter. No. Nope, not at all. What would have to be in the teleporter for it to make a difference? Realistically. I mean, we know that we want to get the dupes set up on this asteroid before we go into space, unless there's a really compelling reason. What do you think it would be? We know that there's no oil. Actually, I mean, well, we know there's no oil because there's none on this asteroid, and that's where it usually is. On the Classic. But this is a different seed than the one we initially looked at, because I screwed up. Wait, why are you scolding? Wait. No, you're just being silly. Toilet paper wallpaper is pretty good. It is pretty good, but we're going to save it for the bathroom. That's the plan. You guys now get to watch me do this for the next 10 minutes. Have fun. Right, that one's done. Getting more used to using the arrow keys to navigate around. It's less laggy. It's also very handy when you're doing lots of identical rooms like this. The plunger or the one with the toilet paper? Unless you get distracted. Yes, it's true. If I get distracted and do the wrong thing and we have to do it all over again, I'll be very sad. You know what I wish they would add? I wish they would add a wallpaper where it's just Meep's face in the middle, and then you could just have Meep's face over your entire colony. That's what I would do. The Meep print. Oh, actually, hold on. I have a fun idea. Why hasn't Clay made special cosmetics you unlock by doing each achievement? Surely that should be a thing. And then lock a really good one behind GMO AOK or Mind the Gap, and then everyone absolutely tears their eyes out forever. Tears their eyes out? Tears their hair out. That's what I meant. One thing, I need a blueprint feature. What do you mean by that? You are going to be doing that for quite some time, by the way. I don't think we bother with the other ones yet, because we don't have enough dupes for it. We'll put the ceiling trim in, though. This is where all the granite is going. We have many, many tons of granite. I am not concerned in the slightest. There's a blueprint. Oh! Yes, we can blueprint all the rooms. I don't know. I kind of like doing it manually, I'll admit. I've seen people use the blueprint mod, and I think I would get very lazy if I had it. I like... It's kind of like when you're, like, checking a document. Like, yes, you could copy and paste everything over, but the odds of an error slipping in increase if you're not paying attention. I like doing a little bit of it by hand anyways. Just so I'm actively thinking about what I'm doing. Another spigot pup. I don't want a Quinn. I don't want an ulti. We'll take the algae. It occurs to me the previous spigot pup is still running around in here. I think they're fine. I wouldn't mind a local copy-paste, though. Yeah, maybe. Everyone would just download and use the same spawn tamer blueprints for everything. Yeah, I guess they'd be doing that instead of copying Francis John videos. Oh, you're actually full of steam now? Is this actually full of steam now? Looks like it. There's a few patches of water. Mostly looks fine. In fact, we've even got the turbines running over here. Wait, actually, I need to put some automation in here. I need to tell these turbines not to run if it's below 140. We need the uranium to stay liquid. So let's Priority 9 this. I wish we could get Francis John's updates on his tutorials. That's the funny thing. Like, yeah, it's like everyone knows him because he's been around for ages and he's super good and he's super famous. But like everyone knows his old videos, and that's kind of entrenched like a load of people because he's the first guy they watch. So it's actually like we don't even need like new people to make better videos. We just need him to update his videos. Oh no, don't tune these. You don't need to tune these. Yeah, that's fine. There's so many new designs to make manure features too. I'm gonna make a video about the conveyor meter design, Quantum Zari. This was your idea, wasn't it? Using the conveyor meter. I'm gonna credit you, and I'm gonna do a video on this because people need to know about this. This is absolutely the easiest way to set these up. Not your original idea. Do you know whose original idea it was? I mean, if it wasn't your original idea, maybe I just take credit for it then. I don't know. We'll see. Oh right, we need to plug the batteries in as well. You have no idea? Yeah. If it's an old enough idea that you have no idea whose video it is, then I will just make the video and not credit anyone in particular. But I credit you for your inspiration. Right, yes. Let's actually hook up some batteries to the heavy watt wire. That would help. Hello, Watson84. How are you? Hello, Magistrio. What's up with the meter? So what we're doing with the metal volcano, all we're doing, there's no loop. We just have a conveyor loader here. We have a conveyor meter set up so that the output port is plugged into the reset port. And then we've set it to the actual total average flow rate of the volcano. So, that means this will run with very small metal packets forever at the average throughput rate of the volcano. And because the metal packets are so small, relatively, they will cool really quickly. They'll exchange heat really quickly, which means we can cool them against the steam turbine's cooling loop really quickly. We're going to have a thermal aquatuner loop in here as well, but I haven't set it up yet because the volcano is not erupting yet. Although I probably should set it up anyways, because this is hot metal coming in anyways. Do we do this today? We're at the point where I mean, if we had a couple more power generators plugged into this, we could probably get away with it. I could actually start doing that. But I don't really feel like it today. We'll do that when we get back from holiday. This is gonna be... I think this is gonna be... Either today or tomorrow is gonna be the last ONI stream. It depends how much decorating we get done. And I don't think about it, then again I do cooling bricks on multiple volcanoes. Yeah. It's such a good idea, and I didn't really understand how this building worked. When we did our original video on this, we used conveyor shutoffs and whatnot. I'm not sure how long the meter has even existed for. It may not have existed when we did the original video. And even still, that video was focusing on boiling salt water with the volcano. We will do this eventually. We'll set it up so we can boil any sort of mixed liquid we put in here. But I should make a dedicated video to a quick self-powered Aquatuner metal volcano tamer, where you don't have to worry about how many turbines to put on, and it just works every time. Because you need plastic to make steam turbines anyway, so you'll have the plastic to make this. It's just the ease of building it made it super useful. You can see where you can say where you got the idea if you don't know where the person you got the idea from got it. That's true. Yeah, I'll put you in the video, Quantum Zari. I won't say it's your design, but I'll say that's where I got it from. God, this is going to take you friggin' ages to build, isn't it? Should I think a bit more about what we want the rooms to look like? Okay, so let's think about... So, the bathrooms in here, we were going to have this be one way, so they go around like this. So, they can only get in the bathrooms this way, and then they go back to bed. I think that's fine. So, we've got 11 tiles. We want one shower, two outhouses, bloody hell, 2 lavatories and 2 sinks. So probably it's not quite gonna look right no matter how we do it. Maybe what we do is something along the lines of this. So, bathrooms. If you really want to blame me for something, Professor Oakshell would be the thing. Yeah, maybe. Sinks. Hold on. We've got to color coordinate this stuff. So, we've got the... Let's see, we've got the puce sink. What about the bathroom? Because obviously we have the... Can we just get the puce lavatory? We don't have the thing. In that case, we'll make it default. We'll make it default for now. And we'll pretty it up later. Right, let's do this. Let's do this. I've actually taken to putting most of my cooling into boxes with a gold volcano. It's low temperature anyway, so I can run it forever. Yeah, that's true. We have a gold volcano that we've not even bothered taming. We just left it at the bottom of the map. We'll do that. We'll do that at some point. I thought we were deliberately uncoordinating the colors. No. Rude. And then we'll put the sink over here. How's the slime biome cooking? That's a good point. Let's go have a look. Yeah, it's pretty thoroughly cooked. Look at this. Now this is the optimal form of a slime biome. It's all just dirt. We've ended up with a fair bit of sand as well in some places. There's more sand over here. I think the sand was originally here, and then the rest of it fell down as debris. I don't think this dirt is going to quite cook all the way into sand. I'm hoping all of it cooks. But there's a lot of heat leaking out here as well. We can always open it up and keep cooking it. Very tempting. This Paku area is uncooked because it's surrounded by abyssalite. So I'm pretty happy with that. Right, you need to be set to set green seal if above 140 C. Okay, so that means you are actually running power, but you didn't build any of the friggin... Wait, oh, wait, this is wrong. That's wrong. So... This one... That's still fine, isn't it? They don't each have to be plugged into separate batteries. We just need to have enough batteries on the spine. But we do need it to be plugged into at least one battery. Let's probably 9 this, so we're not wasting all the steam power. Have you tried to drag a line of toilets very quickly? I use it to fit 5x5 toilets and sinks in the room instead of 4. We ain't doing anything like that on this run. We could just schedule everyone. It's fine. We probably should schedule everyone anyways, so that there's always people doing errands. We keep not doing that, and that's not very cash money. Right, so let's see. I think what we're gonna do is just something along the lines of this. Oh, wait, actually, hold on. I could be more creative than this. If we do it here and then here, it can catch the shower, and then we can just put the lamps in like this, and then it matches. Yeah. And then that can go over here. Yeah, I don't mind exploits. I don't mind exploits provided they don't look really sus. Like the whole overlapping buildings thing just looks really sus. I don't really like it. And then we'll let it shower 3 or 4 high. We can put the shower here, that's fine. The tile of interest is here, so the automation still hits it. Oh, there's no way you're building all of these out of iron. Change it back to... Oh wait, do these not have decor? They don't have decor. Okay, that doesn't matter then. These have decor, don't they? No? Yes. They have decor. Oh, they both have decor. Okay, in that case, change them to cobalt. I still want to use all the cobalt. I don't know why it keeps selecting iron by default. Yeah, your cobalt. What gives? What a good idea. Showers don't have to be in the bathroom. Nature Reserve showers are my newest go-to. Yeah, we're going to put the Nature Reserve in the freezer shaft. Because we know they're always going to want to eat. So I'm fine doing that. And then I guess what we'll do is we'll put a metal block in here. Metal block in here. Shower here. And then probably just some more ceiling trim, right? And then these doors, we're going to set them to one way only. You split nature reserves into corridors that lead out to bathrooms. Yeah, that's true. The downside to showers in a nature reserve is the buff doesn't last a full cycle. Interesting. Right, so the pipes. We know we're going to want to put a sieve in here somewhere. We also want that sieve to be fairly independent. Honestly, I know it's kind of silly. I'm just going to put the sieve... I'm just going to put the sieve here somewhere, right? Like, literally all I'm going to do is I don't want to put the... We're going to put a thimble reed in the base, because the thimble reed functions at base temperature. If we have 40 dupes, well, 20 dupes per thimble reed is fine. So we're just going to keep the sieve all contained in here. And then if it's going to a thimble reed, we're not worried about the dupes eating the poop. So that's going to go there, and then this one... I don't want to put it right in front of the... I don't want to put it right in front of these. I guess we just do this. That's gonna really annoy me. Oh, that's really gonna annoy me. Well, then I'm gonna put it above on both, so it doesn't annoy me. If we're gonna have to put it above on one, we'll put it above on both. So that's gonna go there. Do I want separate sieves so that each bathroom is completely... So that if one bathroom breaks, the other one still works? That's probably not the worst idea in the world. It does mean we have 2 sieves, which seems a little unnecessary, but I kind of enjoy the redundancy. Since the nature reserve buff lasts only 0.4 cycles, you kind of want them to go multiple times a cycle. Yeah... That's going to be kind of challenging. Well, in that case, we're better off putting it out here. But the issue with that is we don't really have... Wait, why is the oxygen pressure so low up here? Oh, right, because we've sealed it off. This is literally completely sealed off. Wait, really? Are we just not... Wait. Wait. We're out of oxygen. They're both... Okay, that one's dormant. We just haven't... We've actually gotten through all the oxygen. No way. I mean, when do you go dormant? You go dormant in 22.5. You activate in 8.1. I think we have enough backed up in here, we'll be fine. I don't think this is an emergency. I do think that I need to adjust some things. 3 electrolyzers with 29 dupes. It's because the water vents are dormant, and this pipe is actually over pressure. Like, we're fine. There's... The reason this is low on oxygen is because we haven't got vents in here. We can put those in pretty quickly. So let's actually do that now. Before we have an actual issue. Because we won't have a nature reserve over here. I mean, the SPOMs... Okay, these SPOMs were never running. These ones were the only ones that were running for now. We need 4 to make enough oxygen. Yeah, long term. I mean, we've been digging up a little bit of algae as well, but yeah. We had enough stored that we could run a deficit for quite a while, and it wouldn't have been an issue. But obviously, we're going to have to actually... We're going to have to actually put oxygen in here. Either way, right? So vent, 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 vent. And then... I guess it has been quite a while then. It's more that the vents have... The cool steam vents have gone dormant. One of them's just about to reactivate after a long dormant period. So what we'll do is we'll disconnect this. And then we'll come up with a better position for this pipe later. But we just need to actually do this now. So that needs to be priority 9. And let's just get all this done as well. How much time have I got left? Not a lot. Stupid computer shenanigans. You're idle. Why are you idle? You should be fine. Oh, it was access related. Okay, that's fine. You know a silly thing with rocket modules? You can have run a SPOM inside for a while and deconstruct and have all the gas bottles ready. Yeah, oxygen canisters are a bit silly in general. You still got plenty of salt water you can tap into when things get bad? Yeah, like, I'm not worried. But yeah, this, that's mildly concerning. This area was really overpressurized for a while, though, so I'm kind of glad that pressure's gone. I still want to dump this water in here. I'd like to do that soon. You're all heating up? That's nice. We do have a little bit of off-gassing going on, but it's not that much. I could put some sublimation stations in, you know, just to use some of the polluted dirt up, if I really felt like it. Right, you're actually hooked up now. That's nice. I do still want you to plug these ones in, but that can wait for a little bit. They should have called it oxygen not included. They should have called it oxygen is not the problem. Oxygen not relevant. Yeah, maybe. I will hook up some extra pipes. Reopening the PO2 vent. Yeah, what a good idea. Yeah. I don't want to leak all the heat. It's not a lot of oxygen. It's enough for 2 dupes. That is not our solution. Also, it's polluted oxygen, so they're getting yucky lungs. So in reality, it's enough for 1.5. If that. We're fine. This is going to start venting pretty soon. Wait, we're actually leaking the salt water in here. Is that a problem? No. Well, I mean, we should close it, shouldn't we? I feel like oxygen is probably the first problem. Might even make enough dupes to have yucky lungs to use up more than 2 dupes worth of oxygen. Yeah, that could happen. Yucky lungs is really bad on regular dupes. It's less bad on other dupes. Oh, look at all this polluted oxygen. Probably a way we could do something with that. There's a load in here as well. It's surrounded by a little bit of slime. But we could totally open this up. That's not an issue. And then what I could do is I could, if I put a door, if I put some doors here, then I could restrict the slugs, and then also open up this oxygen. That would help. We'll end up with a bunch of CO2 pits in those elevated beds, maybe airflow tiles under the doors. That's true. Yep, we need to put that in. I do usually think of that, by the way. Probably gold amalgam ones, right? Just between the pits is fine. Okay. What we got? Probably shouldn't print any more dupes. You're a good dupe, though. Nisbet the Doctor. You're destructive. I don't want a Nisbet. Get out of here. We do not tolerate Nisbets over here in these parts. Suit training for Ashcan. Ada can have... We're going to keep getting offered Nisbets as well, because we haven't got one. That's irritating. Right. The hatch was hungry? What? Did we not sweep that up? We're sweeping up the food in here. That's what we're doing. You shouldn't have grabbed it. You finally cleared the slime asteroid of slime? Nice, nice. Somehow all my best researchers end up being either Nisbets or Camille's. Camille's fine, right? Right, we're letting the oxygen back into the base. So that's not a huge issue. This pipe is actually empty. What about this one? This one is backing up. So that one I can take... Again, I know this is really lazy. I'm just going to take this one and feed it in this way. And then we'll put the vents in here. My My pay always ends up overskilled and overstressed. Skills to pay the bills. Right, build all of this stuff. That looks so good. I'm so happy with this. We're gonna get a who are we gonna get in here? We're gonna get Transcension to come in here. We're gonna watch them go to sleep. What schedule are they on? Oh, I need to adjust the schedule again. Ren needs to go on this schedule. Maybe we'll play around with the schedules a bit more later. Transcension, you can go on this schedule for now just so that we actually see you go to sleep. And then we put, I don't know, like, Steve on here. Steve and Squilliam. Yeah, that's fine. Imagine how godlike was the role of space-loving radiation-eating researcher suit rocketeer. That's not going to roll twice. That's nice. Thought it was fine until I realized Banshee consumed a lot of oxygen after whaling. Really? I think I did know this. Yeah, oh, I did a video about... Oh, no! I did a video about this. I did a video about the traits, and I knew that Banshee was... I didn't like Banshee because the whaling interrupted errands. Did I talk about the oxygen consumption? Because I'm pretty sure someone did make me aware of that. I'll tell you what, guys. If you watch the duplicate tier list, and I don't mention it, you need to post that as a YouTube comment, and then I'll pin it. Because that's important. Where's Transcension? Is he going to get up here in time? We got to get the shot of Transcension snoozing. Although maybe we needed to build all of this stuff first. Just all the stuff in the shot. I didn't? No! How much oxygen is it? Oh, we could get the loud sleeper noise with him as well. Amazing. Oh, we'll have to do that, and we'll have to sweep up the stuff here. Oh, you know what this reminds me of? It reminds me of MC Games' stream ending shot, where the dupe's in the bed. That's what this reminds me of. Oh, we gotta paint the painting as well. This is gonna be all about the classiest dupes. It's gonna be the Philosopher's Dream. Wait, is it that one? I don't know. And then just all errands, priority 9, all of them. You gotta see it. Like 10 times, drain the O2 in the rocket in a flash. That's huge. How did I miss that? They don't. The game doesn't mention it at all. But that's like the most important thing. That's so stupid. Also, I've got like a splinter in my sock, and it's really annoying me. How does that even happen? The phrenologist stream. If everything is P9, is nothing P9? Yeah, but it's only P9 in this area where we're gonna take the screenshot. And I'm actually literally just gonna hang out here talking to you the whole cycle. The game doesn't mention the loud sleeper light thing either. What? What? What do you mean the loud sleeper light thing? What is this? What you talking about, Willis? What's the fastest way to sweep? Oh, loud sleepers don't get woken up by light. Oh, wait, a positive? Yeah, I definitely didn't know that. What's the fastest way to sweep up asteroids to one tile? I'm thinking robot arms droppers in highest priority, the closest ones for dupes. You could drop everything to the floor and then use a sweepy dock. Maybe. I don't know how fast it is. Loud sleep is a secret positive trait. Lol. I guess. Then you can just have shine bugs in the room. That's so weird. That's very weird. Well, I got bored. We're gonna come back in a minute. Oh, wait, actually. What's the schedule like? Oh, yeah, you've got a bit. It's gonna reach nighttime. You mean like multiple of the 25-ton stacks? Yeah. Dig everything out to the bottom and sweep a dropper chain in the middle? Yeah, that's what I would say. Pretty much just that. Alright, let's speed through and get the thumbnail. I don't think we're going to get all of this stuff finished today, but at least we figure out which rooms are going to be which. I'll probably do more of this tomorrow as well. Because we can just keep hanging out and doing stuff like this. It all needs to be done at some point. Yeah, this is filling up with oxygen again. I probably do need to open this up, right? Just so the dupes can get in and out easier, because that's where the main access shaft is. That's probably making them take a load of extra time, in all honesty. We'll do it for now, but we'll close it later, when we actually care about isolating it. Can you also... well, we'll do that tomorrow. I don't think they sleep fast, but I like having them take the bed next to the hallway to protect against shine bugs. Ah, yeah, it does make sense. Yeah, I mean, this is the amount of space we more or less wanted it to take up. 40 dupes. That means we can run 5 electrolyzers and then export the other 4, maybe? We'll see. Do you actually get all of this done? No. Well, maybe we'll do one more cycle then, because I do want you to actually do all of this. And you can get in here a bit quicker now, as well. That should help. I guess you've got a lot of errands to do. Muffins! Muffins is still in here. Once we have all the granite in here, it might make things a bit easier as well. You know, if we're spending one extra cycle over here, I am just going to get them to dig these tiles out, and then we're going to let the water down here again. If we just dig the middle tiles, that should make things a bit easier, right? This is filling up with slightly too much liquid, but there's not a lot of liquid up here, so I think we're fine. And then you could come in here and dig that too. I don't think you can reach that. Whatever. You put shine bugs in early game toilets, just gotta be careful with barbecues if putting them near food. Kind of useful near sieves too, fair enough. Alright, that definitely didn't work. Is it working now? Kinda looks like it's working now. Oh look, we formed a waterfall in the doors. Yeah, that was exactly what we planned on doing. Yep, We've got a little bit of leeway. Not a huge amount, but some. Poke shell in here is dead. This poke shell is probably going to heat up as well. Oh, you still need to... You do actually need to dig this out, don't you? How annoying. Okay. We'll do that then. I guess we'll do that now, just to make sure it actually gets done. Man, you still have a lot of tiles to do. That reminds me of those waterfall airlocks. Nice, yeah. Yeah, keep letting more water out. Wait, no! No! You lied to me. Why? Okay, real world time. Why doesn't sand fall through mesh tiles? I feel like that would make sense. Right? Oh, look, we've got a buried object here now. Great. Stupid. Well, that's all gonna flush down anyways. It's fine. Glad you enjoyed that, Quantum Zari. The poke shells were all laughing at us. There's also some water up here. Let's release this. Buried in what? The pipe? The mesh tile. Breaks in time and space. Our favorite. Oh. Oh, sweet. Horrors beyond our comprehension. Right, we'll plant the thimble reeds in here, but we'll do that later. Now you have a hallway poke shell too. We had a hallway poke shell for a while. This is a dormant. You still have not done all of these tasks. This should not take you that long. Can we just release the rest of the water in here now? I don't mind if it builds up with water all the way over here, because this is a suit exit. Which makes me think we do just release all the water. Are they got a gold from way down the bottom? Yes, that is true. It is all the way at the bottom of the map. We probably need to figure that out fairly soon. But instead of doing something productive, we're going to dig all this water out. And I guess we'll do it like this. Because we hate ourselves. We can't actually reach all of this, can we? We'll need a ladder. I don't think the sedimentary rock will break from the pressure, but I don't know. I guess we'll do this. I mean, we're speed 3ing it. This is fine. I guess we'll leave the waterweed. The poke shells are not very happy, but the poke shells are never happy. Also, we're still storing them all in here. We have lots of pinch rows in here now. We're getting there, we're getting there. Pemmican, not a mouth breather. What is this? Farming, buff, grilling, mouth breather. Weirdo. This is fine. Have we got the ladder here? We do. Yeah, you should get around to doing this. You're building all these drywalls now? What's left? Just a couple of these. Oh, you have to build... Oh, you have to build all the gold tiles to build the buildings. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, prioritize those then. And then... I think that's fine. I had to store them behind a liquid lock because stupid shine bugs kept suiciding against the poke shells. Amazing. Release the salt water. Release the kraken. Don't release this. Transcension is becoming a poke shell. And then we'll have cleared out all the water because this is going to stay here. We're actually going to use this to make the liquid lock to go into space. That's what we're going to do. We'll just hook it up over here or something. Oh no, Steve, you've got to build this immediately. You've got to make this out of sedimentary rock, or whatever rock is down here. Sedimentary rock. You're the only one who can do it. Wait, you're not the only one who can do it. Oh, yellow alert, stupid logic again. Priority 9. Okay. Now he's idle. No, it's fine, it's fine. I was planning on this. Now he's idle, so now he's gonna go do it. He's fine. He's a Steve. He's made of stronger stuff. He's alright. Wait. You didn't fancy breathing any of this. That's funny. Okay. Well, that should be all the salt water cleared then. And then I guess the poke shells are trapped in here, the poke shells are trapped up here, they're not going to harm them. Dig first, breather's fine. Breather's optional, classic, yeah, pretty much. Yeah, we'll let you build those tiles and then we'll carry on. We could start hooking up the bathroom pipes. I mean, we know what they're going to look like. So, the water is going to come out here and go underneath here. Then, the polluted water is going to come out here, go up here. Wait. No, we'll do it like this. Do it like this, and then the excess polluted water goes in here. Ah, dupes. Ew, polluted oxygen. I'd rather suffocate. Yeah, exactly. Top of the vent looks like a little cake with that water weed on top. Oh yeah, it does. That's kind of funny, actually. The cherry on top. This means there's more room for all the hydrogen to go as well. I like that. Right, and then what about this one? This one's going to be a bit more annoying. So the water is going to go here. And then this is all going to go here. Oh, I know where this is all going to go. That's totally not going to trigger me. That's fine. The mud asteroid exists, they're triggered for life. Yeah, the mud asteroid does trigger me for life. That's just how it is. This should all be Preddy 5. Sorry. Right, I think we're actually done now. Look. Look. It's the complete view. There's no... I mean, apart from all the debris. There's no issues with this. Yeah, I'm happy with this view. So we'll come back, and then we'll get the photo, and then we'll wrap it up after this cycle. And I'm going to have some fun putting this VOD together, but that's fine. It's going alright. It's going to take a while to build all of this. You're going to activate again soon. This pump is more or less just depleted, so this pipe isn't actually filling with oxygen anymore. Now, which one is that? Is that going to cause an issue? It's the one running... I guess we're getting a little bit of it out, but not a lot. Wait. Why are we getting a little bit of it out? We're not really. So that's this pipe, which is just venting into the base. So there's nothing specific about that storage that needs to be hooked up. That's good. And most of the oxygen is coming in at the bottom. That's fine. We're pretty much at the point where we can sweep all of this. So I could get them to start doing this. And then I can get you to start sweeping out all the liquid over here again. Cringe. Not all the liquid. Don't grab the friggin' naphtha. But everything over here can go. This is fine. But yeah, we'll come back tomorrow. We'll finish off the base layout stuff. We're not going to get the dupes moved over just yet. I mean, what we could do for now is we could just put the ration boxes up here. Because they're eating more or less equilibrium with the food anyway. So we don't technically need a freezer yet, which is why we haven't bothered. So we could just put some refrigerators in here for now. And then set up the freezer another time. Just get the dupes actually moved up here. But yeah, it's going to take them a little while to build all of this. Let's look at long commutes as well. Let us just spoil rather quick. Yeah, we're figuring that out. It's not ideal. Also, I should probably... I mean, yeah, you're still going over here to recover from heat and cold. That's not the worst thing in the world. It could be better. Right, let's go look over here. Let's get the view. We gotta get the view. There we go. Preservative spice in the meantime. Well, we're not continuously growing mealwoods, so that would eventually use up all of our mealwood seeds. Because the Drecos are eating the mealwoods in the glossy Dreco enclosure. So, I don't know. Honestly, as we've said, all of the material for the water weeds is renewable apart from the bleach stone. We have so much bleach stone, we can do that for hundreds of cycles. There we go. He's asleep. He's a loud sleeper. Makes George-like noises. We're pretty happy about that. Right, let's save it. Let's save it. Ugh. Anyone who joined in like the second half is going to get a bit confused as to why I'm actually wrapping up. Lettuce is a low calorie per kilogram, so it uses up a lot of spice. That's interesting. I didn't think about that. Music, please. It's a bit quiet. There we go. Yes, thank you very much, guys, for watching. It's been fun as always. We've been trying to really go through and get a lot of stuff done this run before we go on holiday, just so when we get back we can keep up the momentum. I think it's going pretty well. At least we're actually building the new base now, so I can stop talking about constantly moving base, and we can start to commit to more permanent base design again. I'm pretty happy about that. Yeah, thanks for stopping by. If you like what you've seen and you're not already following me on Twitch, feel free to follow me and you'll get notifications when I go live. Very helpful. Sometimes I post the correct text in the go live notification. We'll see. There's also the YouTube where we all hang out and there's videos on there. If you miss a stream, the VODs are all on there. The VODs are quite far behind Twitch at the moment, so if you're watching on YouTube alone, it's might be a bit of a spoiler Twitch at the moment, but that's fine. You probably already knew that. There's also the Discord where we hang out and post builds and memes and various things. Feel free to go check that out. Feel free to go check out Mr. Placco too. Where's Mr. Placco? Yeah, there he is. Get me out of here. Look, it's me. I'm a fish. Look at me go. Look at me go. Slightly out of focus. Right. Let's go raid someone. It is per calorie. Ignore me. Okay, I'll ignore you. Right, who's on? Who are we gonna raid today? We're gonna raid Shen. Shen is playing Ara History Untold, which is like a Civilization style game. It's kind of more like Civ 5 than anything else. So if you like Civ 5, you'll like this. No, raid Shen. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, have fun. We'll be back tomorrow. Tomorrow will be the last ONI stream. If I have time to stream on Friday, we'll fit in a bit of Balatro. But tomorrow will be the last ONI stream. We'll get as much of the base built as possible. And hopefully we'll get everyone shifted over. But thanks for watching. Bye for now.